The list of the worst YouTubers of 2025 has finally been released, and we will be looking at that today, and this is based entirely on audience data, so it's who the audience and the public think are the worst YouTubers. Now, the ranking system is a 0 to 5 scale, with 0 being the worst and 5 stars meaning that you're the best YouTuber, but I'm interested in looking at the 1 star or worse YouTubers today because I want to look at who they think are the worst YouTubers on the platform. And I'm going to give them a fair shot, so I'm going to look at their YouTube channel, and then I'm going to decide whether or not I think their rating is fair or not, and you guys can obviously decide too, although it's not live, but you guys can just tell me your thoughts in the comments. I'm excited for this, so without further ado, grab your popcorn and let's do this. All right, so here we are. Before we get into the 1 stars, I want to give some honorable mention shout outs to the 1.1 stars. So first off, we have Belle Delphine, who I didn't know had a YouTube channel. And why do people dislike it? Well, let's go ahead and see. Incredibly competent businesswoman that basically makes softcore content on YouTube. Horrible yet incredibly lucrative content preying on lonely men. Huh, well, let's see if that's the case. All right, so here's Belle Delphine's channel. She has 2.11 million subscribers, but only 3 videos. So the most recent one is pretending I'm going on an adventure, but in my bedroom. What? Am I tripping right now? Okay, I can't, in good faith, watch this entire thing. I don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe I'll like skip ahead. It's just her doing like some puppeteering. I guess she plays trombone. That's kind of insane. Saxophone. Let's go to another one. So here's 5 years ago, meet my best friend with 11 million views. All right, there she is. If you don't know who this is, don't look her up. It's just like a 4-minute vlog. Is that what this is? I guess she's an artist as well. What a strange person. So I guess this is her best friend. All right, I've seen enough. I think 1.1 stars is probably too high. I feel like she should not be honorable mention. She should probably be on that list. What did I just watch? Doesn't have a great like to dislike ratio. I think overall unfair rating because it should actually be lower, which I think is going to be a rare call out on this list. The other 1.1 stars is Dr. Disrespect. So shout out to our other honorable mention. Let's see what they say about him. Cheating on your wife is bad, but it's a redeemable offense. Hating on trans people as well. But this guy just couldn't stop being terrible and ended up inappropriately texting kids. And as if that wasn't bad enough, he's admitting his deeds while pretending that he didn't do anything wrong. Some people, man. And this is his top review on his channel. But let's take a look at his actual content. Let's see if we're able to, for the sake of this argument, can we separate the art from the artist and see if his channel is actually 1 star. So here he is, 4.5 million subscribers, so a pretty big YouTuber, and he doesn't really post much. I thought he like posted often on here. 2024 recap was his most recent video, and I always say you can get a good snapshot into somebody's channel by just clicking on a random video, so why not take his most recent?
When it's cold and the elements are harsh, how do you react?
I feel like Dr. Disrespect has been doing the same gimmick, and it's very interesting how people aren't bored of it yet. It's just some dude cosplaying with a green screen in the background playing Call of Duty, and he's been doing that for like over 10 years now. It's kind of insane. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna sit and just watch like a COD montage. That's probably like the worst use of my time here, especially because he's honorable mention. Do I think he's a 1.1 star? I mean, if you want to like account for him personally, then sure. His actual content, it's just so niche down into like Call of Duty content, which I personally don't care about at all. So I would give him like 2-3 stars. 1.1 seems a little bit low, but I understand why it's there. All right, and here we go onto the official 1 stars. So rounding out the list at a pure 1.0 is Jake Paul and 108 reviews. So he's actually one of the most reviewed people on this entire platform. All right, so Jake Paul, people are saying his channel mainly consists of vlogs where he films his life for a day and cuts it down into 10 to 20 minute videos. He also announces and talks about his fights. Along with the vlogs, he has music videos that are as bad as his other content. His videos are getting stupider every day. Somebody else says, I've never seen somebody act like such a clout-chasing, money-hungry, soulless D-bag. Everyone I know in real life and online hates Jake Paul. Okay, so a lot of hate of Jake Paul, and this seems to be a common opinion amongst the reviewers. Now, I must say, I don't hate Jake Paul. I actually don't. I think Jake Paul is just, in my eyes, just average. Like I don't hate nor love him. I think he's just like a middle of the road YouTuber on my map. So I think this will be a fair assessment. So let's go ahead and look at the $6 million fight night.
PFL. Welcome to the toughest test in MMA.
I mean, he's definitely taken a different course on his channel now. I don't know what he's promoting. I think it's like a new business venture to combat the UFC, perhaps. Professional Fighters League. Yeah, I mean, the one thing you can't say about Jake Paul is that he doesn't care about boxing, because he certainly does. I mean, his entire life now is dedicated to it. He went from a 20 million subscriber YouTuber who is making millions and millions of dollars to being a prize fighter who still makes millions of dollars, but it's like now he's like risking his health, and he just completely switched. So I think it's interesting, a little bit commendable to like switch careers like that, because it is honestly pretty crazy. But yeah, like his content nowadays, like it's just promotional stuff. Here's like his Mike Tyson fight, his face-to-face. I think he just has agreements with Netflix and with the promotions so that he can like post content promoting the fights. Because look, of his past 8 videos, 5 of them seem to be the Mike Tyson fight, and another one seems to be this new promotion that he has. Overall, Jake Paul's current YouTube channel is just like a press release channel, so I'd give it like maybe like 1.52 stars. I think it's a little bit low. Okay, so here's a channel I haven't heard of, In Praise of Shadows, with 1 star. So viewers of this channel are saying, compared black people and Native Americans to the cannibals in The Hills Have Eyes, slandered several YouTubers, believes someone of Native American descent, Wendigoon, should not invoke the name of the mythological creature known as Wendigos due to supposedly not being native enough. Mind you, In Praise of Shadows is a white man. Ironically, in his quest to not be racist, he actually became extremely racist. So they're saying he's smug like a Discord server, called out Wendigoon. Who is Wendigoon? All right, so this is Wendigoon. Not super familiar with Wendigoon, but it looks like Wendigoon is a good vibes and okay content. And I don't know, it's just like news. It's a news channel. And I guess In Praise of Shadows called him out. So 391,000 subscribers. Let's go to the most dangerous movies. Let's see. Okay, lots of dislikes already from In Praise of Shadows. I like the vibes of this already. You know what I'm afraid of? I think it's good content, but I think that people's judgment is clouded because they don't like the person. So again, difficult time separating the art from the artist, but In Praise of Shadows, I mean, seems to be making some pretty interesting documentary style videos. Like already good B-roll, good music. Love me a good mushroom cloud nuke explosion. Big fan of that. Love the SAR bomb dropped. I think In Praise of Shadows, like just from what I'm gauging, it's good content. Like the channel itself may very well be a 4.5 out of 5. I don't know anything about this controversy. I don't care at all, frankly, about it. I don't know anything about it. I don't care at all. Like, even if you asked me to muster like an inch of care, I couldn't do it. But as far as the channel goes, it's a very good channel. Okay, now we have PETA, which is probably self-explanatory. I'm pretty sure PETA made a video against me once, something about that. So it looks like most people, where's like a review with, okay, so 2 people hearted this. Bro, PETA doing sometimes good, sometimes bad. I heard that they kidnapped someone's dog and killed him accidentally. Also, PETA kills most of these animals, which also makes some vegan people do something they don't want. PETA kills about 50 to 70% of the animals they take in. Wow, is that true? I don't know anything about PETA other than they're just like harps on anything you do. Like I played that one Cookin' Mama PETA edition and it was just absolutely wild. Don't watch that if you haven't already. But what is in question is their YouTube channel. I don't care what they do on their free time. Well, I do if they're killing animals. That's obviously bad. But we have to be true. Separate the art from the artist. This is an objective, unbiased news channel, as you guys are aware. And so I want to be true here. So let's look at Mudang Baby Hippo. Mudang was an unwilling social star after she was born in captivity. Users cheered as They're flipping too fast. I can't read it. If I can't read it, first off, this is the worst YouTube video I've ever watched in my life. How do you let's try this again. Watch. Mudang was an unwilling social media star. I'm a college-educated person who can read English quite well, and I'm unable to read that sentence within 2 seconds. So why would you put out a video? Like this alone, you are a bad YouTuber. You can't create a video because you don't allow people to watch. That's like if there's subtitles of me saying this right now, and they go away 20 seconds before I finish saying them. Obviously, you can't read it. Let me try this again. But posting these memes are far... Okay, I'm not watching this. This is like PETA 0 stars. I can't do that. 0 stars. All right, we are officially below 1 stars and getting into the worst of the worst. And we have Colleen Vlogs. Colleen Vlogs, of course, is Miranda Sings, and this is her personal channel when she's not doing that like weird makeup cosplay. I always thought that was strange. Just gonna put that out there. I don't know if you guys ever watched her. I thought that was strange personally. What do people say here? All aboard the toxic gossip train, chugging down the tracks of misinformation. As a child SH survivor, the only thing I hate more than manipulator is a child groomer, and she's both. Kitty content creator that allegedly is into kitty fiddling as well. Okay, well, let's see if that's the case. Let's separate the art from the artist. I'm doing some heavy lifting here. I'm trying to find the beauty in the art of their YouTube channel. So let's see if they're actually any good. All right, Colleen Vlogs. Wow, she actually posts quite often. And when I say quite often, every single day. So let's look at her new vlog.
I'm vlogging, it's boring, I'm clean.
Hello, welcome to today.
Okay, so it's just like vlogs. So it's true. Colleen does vlog. That's what she's doing. Let's go ahead and look at her kids and her cat and all this, her entire family.
Hey, let's go to the beach. So we chose to go to a beach that you had to take a
Okay, I've seen enough. I think I'm gonna go ahead and say that Colleen Vlogs obviously doesn't deserve a 0.9. It's a fairly good vlog if we're being real. Daily vlogs with like good B-roll and like voiceovers and like different settings, including multiple people. I don't like family channels. I think family channels are predatory. I think you guys know my stance on those. I think family channels should be like banned from YouTube generally. But in general, I would say that Colleen Vlogs probably deserves closer to a 4. So let's give her a 3.8. Maybe I'm a 3.7, so let's put her at 3.6. I can't put her ahead of me in good faith. But moving on. All right, after that we have Moon, 0.9 stars. And let's see, I've never heard of this channel. And what is Moon? Political commentary taken to the next level. Don't forget to wear your tinfoil hat before watching. So, okay, it looks like conspiracy. Videos are decent quality, but they tend to have a negative doom posting tone and are borderline conspiracy tier. Well, I will be the judge of that. I looked up Moon. There he is, Moon. Videos on what's really happening in the world. So it looks like they post maybe like once every 6 days. This piqued my interest. Why 2024 is the stupidest year ever.
2024 has been an eventful year to say the least.
I just want to say, how come every commentary channel is Australian? Like Sunny V2, Internet Anarchist, I guess Moon. Maybe I'm just being racist. He could be British. Same thing.
Elections, assassinations, and war to high-profile arrests.
Actually, I want to take that back. I really like Australians, and I like British people too. You guys are cool.
And breakdancing. 2024 has had it all. So let's explore these big events and worldwide trends that define the past year, starting all the way back in January.
It's a great timeline. I don't know who does your animations, but so far it's visually it's great. Big Moon fan right off the bat. Moon, so just a bunch, it's just like docu stuff, you know, like I don't think it's all recaps. What does Moon self-define as? Videos on what's happening in the world. Okay, I don't mind a channel like Moon, and obviously there's going to be, you have to understand, like YouTubers are looking to get your clicks, and so because that's the most valuable thing on YouTube, it's like your attention. And so if there's something they could do to put a negative spin on something, they're going to do it, and you just have to kind of accept that with these channels. But I think the overall delivery of the content is actually quite good. So I think overall I'd give Moon maybe like a 4.4 for content alone. There's a lot, it's saturated the space, which is why I can't go higher. But I think overall Moon is solid. All right, also at 0.9, we have Beast Reacts. Let's see what people say about Beast Reacts. Mr. Beast reacting. Nothing else to say except for the fact it's definitely Mr. Beast video when it comes to editing and thumbnails. Garbage reaction channel. Okay, let's go ahead and see if that's true. Spoiler alert, it is. So Beast Reacts hasn't uploaded a video in about a year. Oh, look who it is. Everyone's favorite Mr. Beast member. I like how I still updated the banner for people to watch Beast Games. Also, Beast Games, it's not bad, first off, but it's just a YouTube video. Like, if anybody watched Beast Games, it's literally just a long YouTube video with like bigger stakes, but it's not really like a show. Anyways, I digress. Funniest animals on the internet. Let's see.
Today, we're going to be reacting to the funniest animals on the internet, and Chandler...
Okay, first off, it's Beast Reacts. The video I clicked on doesn't even have Mr. Beast in it. That's like the definition of clickbait, but I guess not, because technically they didn't put him in the thumbnail, so that's fair. Okay, here he is. He's in some of these videos, so let's go ahead and watch Most Expensive Fails.
I found the most expensive fails on the internet, from causing hundreds of thousands of dollars in damages to millions.
Well, he actually lost a lot of weight since this video. Good for him.
This bird steals a pair of AirPods.
Why is he doing a report
It's so fast, it's crazy. I can't watch this. Like ADHD content I can't do. And I'm a zoomer, I think, right? I just don't get, like, who's clicking on the video? Who's being like, oh, Mr. Beast reacting to expensive fails? No.
I found the most expensive fails on the internet, from causing hundreds of thousands of dollars in damages
so
to
crazy.
millions of dollars in damages to billions of dollars in damages.
Billions? Is that even possible?
My exact
Punching
thoughts.
a hole in the wall.
It's a spider.
What is that?
I don't blame them.
That's crazy. Like, Beast Reacts is gonna get a 2.3. I'm not gonna be as punitive on Beast Reacts because it's still, at the end of the day, it's like good clipped, compiled. The editing is like good. It's just way too fast. And I just think like the idea of what it's doing is just not great. All right, next up we have Fox News at 0.9. Seems to be a theme here. And let me guess, people don't like Fox News because it's conservative and YouTube is a left-leaning audience demo. That seems to probably be what things are saying. Let's see. The greatest tragedy brought forth by by the advent of telecommunication. No institution has created a larger divide in our political landscape by flaming and weaponizing the phobia of American voters than Fox News. I wish Fox to be a credible source of news and a dependable voice for conservatism, but instead it feels like they're just pushing the Republican agenda and spreading false information. Okay, so they're just saying unreliable. Now let's check out Fox News. What's some recent stuff? Trump clips are just always going to do their thing, so let's go ahead and click on this, the 5.
After an ISIS-inspired terrorist killed 14 people in New Orleans, President Joe Biden is under fire for repeatedly downplaying the threat in recent years.
Not ISIS, not Al-Qaeda, white supremacists.
That's crazy. Maybe I just clicked on a video that I think is a good video, frankly. But let's go ahead and find another random one.
One of the victims in the New Orleans terror attack being remembered this morning, not just for his talents on the field, but also as a loving brother and son.
Princeton, shout out New Jersey. I mean, it's a news channel. Like it's just news and it's gonna have its biased spin, obviously. So I see why it's that. I mean, it's a news channel. So I'll just put it down the middle at a 2.5 stars is what I'd put it at. Next up, also at 0.9 stars is 5-Minute Crafts. What do they say about 5-Minute Crafts? A terrible content farm that targets kids for the most part. This by itself wouldn't be the worst thing ever, but some of the DIY crafts they show can be really dangerous for a young kid to try. Just be careful around this channel with young kids and make sure that if you would like to try one of these poorly explained and sometimes just falsely explained hacks, they do it accompanied by an adult. And that seems to be a massive agreement by the public. Everyone seems to say the same thing. First off, let's assess if it's a content farm. They're posting once a day, but they're posting like literal hour-long videos, which is actually kind of crazy. Let's look at something like, I don't know, let's look at... Here, cool epoxy resin and glue gun ideas. Let's see if I'd want any of my kids to try this content. So, I mean, I wouldn't want my kids to be playing with epoxy resin and a glue gun. Jelly soap base. Now, my view on content farms is that as long as they're putting out decent content like Lanky Box, then it's fine. Okay, you know what? That kind of looks like the worst key ever because it doesn't go all the way down the stem of the key, which means if you try to put it in the door, you're gonna get blocked by your own resin. So this alone, the fact I watched them for 40 seconds and I already have an issue with their first craft that they're showing. I did like the animation style. I liked what they're doing. Let's give them a 3.8. I don't mind me a good content farm. Just be careful, kids. All right, 0.9 stars, we have Logan Paul. Now, this is also likely gonna be clouded by the fact that he's disliked by many. Everything Logan Paul has done has been to the negative impact on anyone and everyone involved in his activities. His channel should have been deleted long ago. He should be blacklisted from public platforms the way Alex Jones was. Wow, so people don't like him. Surprise. Now, obviously, Jake Paul has a better reputation than Logan Paul, but I feel like there's more hate towards Jake Paul than Logan Paul. I think like it's pretty divided. Like a lot of people still really like Logan Paul. Again, I'm pretty indifferent. I actually used to love watching his vlog content. I remember actually the day when the Japan vlog dropped, I watched it like when it dropped before it was pulled from YouTube. And I just remember like, ooh, something's probably gonna happen. And then something obviously happened. But even like his new videos, like I think he's a good storyteller. Like he's a good filmmaker. He's a good YouTuber at his core. Otherwise he wouldn't obviously have this big of a following. So again, it's like, let's try to separate art from the artist.
2024, the year of more.
I also think the person who edits his videos, Hayden Hillier Smith, I don't know if he does these videos still, but he's very talented. So these videos are just like, they're good. So I say Logan Paul deserves like just his YouTube channel. I mean, his YouTube channel with the vlogs and stuff outside of some bad ones. If we strip those out, but we got to account for them. So let's get like a 3.9, 4.0, 3.9. All right, 0.9 again. And we have, why is there so many 0.9s? Because there's not that many more on this list. But anyways, we got That Vegan Teacher. So people hate That Vegan Teacher, presumably for the same reasons they hate PETA. Let's see if my hypothesis was correct. Oh my gosh, look at this. Somebody just did a really, really long review. It's like an entire book. For people who want a clear explanation, not in a paragraph, on why she's annoying, here. Hated by somehow connecting that and racism to cows being prepared to be killed. Annoying and narcissistic. She makes the worst songs, connects really bad things to animals dying. Nobody likes her. She makes vegan her whole identity. Well, I will be the judge of that. Here we have it. That Vegan Teacher. Speciesism is the first form of racism. That's crazy.
Hello, students. Welcome to class. This is Miss Katie, That Vegan Teacher. My granddaughter was just here. And we were playing with a bunch of toys. This cute little chicken.
Hold on, she might be cooking. I think she's actually right in her hypothesis. I don't know if she gets there the right way, but I kind of want to look at this. I agree with this.
And she was saying to me, Grandma, Grandma, why do some people eat some animals and not others? And I said to her, I don't know why. What do you think? And she responded, I don't know why either.
I'll tell you why. It's because we are hunters and gatherers, and we will take down any animal that we deem good meat. That's the realistic answer. It's just true. It's rooted in our DNA to do that. Like, we are omnivores. We need to eat meat. That's why we have these teeth right here, and that's why we have GI tracts that allow us to easily digest meat. And that's why we need protein. You know, like, all this stuff is just, it's us. It's people. This person just summed it up much more succinct than I did. People have been eating animals since the old ages. Imagine not being vegan in 2025. The reason why I think she's kind of right is because you are kind of teaching yourself at a young age that some species / animals are better for humanity than others. Like, we put a lot of value on dogs because they're companions. So since they mean something to us, therefore they should be treated more importantly, which may be right, but it is true that we are making these distinctions at young ages. So she's cooking, no pun intended. Is she a 5-star creator? Did I just have halal chicken and lamb last night for dinner and I probably took down 3 pounds of animal meat? Yes, I did. But do I also agree with her? On this topic, yeah, I do. I'm not afraid to say it. So I'm gonna say vegan teacher. I've watched her videos in the past, so as a whole, obviously, like, I'm not like a huge fan of her content, so I'd give her something closer to like a 1.8, 1.9, but she is not a 0. I don't think she should be a 0.9 like they said she is. All right, finally, 0.8. Now, I can't really review this because the moment I watch one of these videos, YouTube is gonna categorize me as like a kids creator. This video is going to be like made for kids. I don't know why they do that, but Billion Surprise Toys, nursery rhymes, and cartoons. So it's just like a cartoon channel. And why do people dislike it? Well, it looks like, to put it bluntly, it's a Cocomelon ripoff. Ooh, Cocomelon with a gorilla. Let's check this out. Billion Surprise Toys. If it's Cocomelon with a gorilla, it's a 5-star channel. Where's the gorilla? There's the gorilla. If once I see the gorilla, it's a 5-star channel. Is that the gorilla? I think it's just a monkey. They have 57 million subscribers. Their most popular videos is Darling, Darling, Yes, Sweetie.
Surprise toy.
Oh, that is so cursed. Still haven't found the gorilla. I'm like very interested in finding this gorilla. Why am I forgetting what a gorilla looks like? I don't see a single gorilla. You know what? This review, I give a 0. Alexander Breyer, I don't agree with what you said. Alexander Breyer, show me a video of Billion Surprise Toys with a gorilla. That's my proposal to you. Moving on. So at 0.8 stars, we have Sniper Wolf, who is also a very controversial figure on the platform. And the reason being, well, let's look at it. People are saying, here's 16 likes. Oh my God, Sniper Wolf holds the title for the worst, most repetitive content in basically all of YouTube. When I was a stupid kid who thought her content was good, not anymore, of course, I noticed that she would have the same titles in the same video subjects every week. Eventually, though, I smartened up and stopped indulging myself in these garbage stolen videos with cropped usernames and no credit. Let's see. Lesson learned, you can get away with anything as long as the multi-billion-dollar corporations, simp children, and OnlyFans YouTube bots are on your side. Okay, that is a review. 16 people agree, which is quite a lot on this site, honestly. But let's check it out. Let's separate the art from the artist again. Let's see if the channel is actually good. So I actually thought she posted daily. I guess not, because I haven't seen a video in 4 days. Problem child gets strictest babysitter ever.
Hello, friends, it's me, and today is Darman Monday.
Darman Monday. All right, let's do this. And you'll see the like to dislike ratio is 1-for-1. All right, so this is just a react. I love me a good Darman video. Darman, if you're seeing this, can you please put me in a video? That's like a dream of mine, to be in a Darman video. I could act.
Oh, please, just let me down. I'm sorry. Hey, don't worry. I'm calling the fire department. Call it down.
This isn't a good video to do it because I'm more focused on the Darman video. I tried food from Temu. I mean, this isn't react content, to be fair.
Okay. Well, they look just like the expiration mixed up. Hey, this is not very, definitely tasty.
I don't know if things have changed, but the last 3 videos, it's like react, then it's a trying items, and then it's a gaming, it looks like, dressed to impress. Maybe she's changed her ways. Maybe she's not doing react. Oh, never mind. If I look below, there's more react stuff. That's Darman Monday. I don't know. I think like this content is good. Like if you're gaming, if you're trying stuff, sure. The react content is always going to be bad. Like that is going to be 0 out of 5 stars. Generally 0.5 maybe, let's give it. But this content would be closer to like a 3.5, 4. There's some originality to it. So let's go ahead and say that with the mixed bag content that she seems to be doing, I'm going to give it like a 2.8. Somewhere there. Yeah, right? Like middle of the road-ish. 2.8 I like. Next. All right, now we have the content farm themselves. Lanky Box. 0.8 stars. They have 145 reviews, which is second to Sniper Wolf actually so far, who had 375. And what are people saying? What does the public think about LankyBox? All right, so this is the most terrible and cringe channel on the face of humanity. Every time I hear the words LankyBox, it makes me angry. Let's start with the video posting schedule. They post like 10 videos a day. How can their editor do all of this? And even more shorts. They post like 15 a day. Now let's talk about the video quality. The videos are always over edited and extremely loud. Let's check this out. Does LankyBox really deserve the hate? Are they posting 10 videos a day? No, probably something closer to like 2 or 3. And how many shorts are they posting? Let's just click here. They're posting, they don't even post shorts anymore. So that doesn't seem to be fair. So the criticism so far is invalid. Just as like a fair judge.
It's Sprunky, but they're ketchup in this brand new Sprunky mod. Oh, the Sprunky character.
This is crazy. What is Sprunky? Oh, this is actually peak brain rot. Just these first 15 seconds. What is this?
Oh! Hey, yo! Hey!
Huh? What the? I never actually sat down and watched a LankyBox video for like more than 5 seconds, but once you get into like 15, 20, 30 seconds, it's crazy that that keeps up. If I click at a random point in this video, am I still getting this?
More. I like it though.
Okay, they seem to chill out a little bit. I think it's impressive what they do to post this often, like from YouTuber to YouTuber LankyBox. I get the grind of like posting often. I totally understand it. So I respect you. Is your content good? I mean, objectively, it's crazy, guys. Guys, this is peak brain rot. And you guys know it. I think you guys know it. I'm gonna give you guys like a 2.2. I don't think you're a 1-star channel because brain rot has its place on YouTube, but I think overall somewhere around a 2.2 I like. Next up at 0.8 we have J Station. Now, this is an old submission on this list. J Station, just people don't like him. Spoiler alert. What kind of monster exploits a beloved content creator's death mere hours after it happens? That's kind of monster. That's who. So he did a prank where he basically said that his girlfriend died and she didn't. Like it was a prank. So he used like his loved one, a fake death for content. Here we have J Station. He hasn't posted in 7 years. FBI running from the cops.
What's up, guys? So today's my last day in Texas. Decided to spend it with Kayla. What's up?
I think that's his girlfriend who died.
Because the counselor called my mom.
The counselor.
The counselor.
Yo, what the?
Too much time in the car. It's actually a very weak vlog overall. So just based on the content alone, I mean, I'm not gonna spend my time watching J Station. It's like crazy. But I'm gonna say that J Station deserves the content itself like a 1.3. So pretty close to what he was actually ranked at. So regardless of who he is as a person, I still think the content is in like the 1-star range. Also at 0.8, we have Brent Rivera next up. Now Brent Rivera's hate seems to be this comment with 4 likes. The only thing Rivera is known for and has ever been is stealing content. I wish there was an option for evil for describing his channel because Brent would go in that category. So they're calling him evil. Steals content ideas, so him stealing content. Well, let's see if this is true. Oh my gosh, 20 million views in 10 days exploring the scariest Google Maps location. That's honestly a good video. Best pranks of 2024. I exposed the world's most evil 10-year-old. So he's just making like kids content straight up. 2-year-olds that are insanely talented.
These are some of the most talented kids in the entire world. And today, I'm flying them all here to show us what they can do. Like this 10-year-old girl who can beat up all of my friends, a girl with no spine.
What? Hold on, that was crazy.
Old girl who can beat up all of my friends, a girl with no spine, and
that's crazy. Honestly, why am I kind of interested in watching this video? Don't worry, I'm definitely not gonna save this for later. You weren't supposed to keep that in, Hari. Now, does he steal content? I mean, I made a video actually where I noted that he stole content. So yes, he does for sure. But the content itself, it's watchable. If you're a kid, right? If you're like under, I don't know, maybe under the age of 10, I don't know who he's like trying to appeal to, but it's clear that this content is, you know, geared towards, I don't know, like 8-year-olds. But it's good for 8-year-olds. Seems to be family friendly-ish, maybe. I don't know. I'm so conflicted. I think I would give this, I would give Brent Rivera maybe a solid 3.4 on the content itself. You know, I'm not a huge fan of kids content as a whole, but I think 3.4 is fair. All right, next up we have The Quartering with 0.8 stars. Now, according to users, The Quartering says, peddles unconfirmed rumors without care. Terrible right-wing slop. I once spent 30 minutes of my life laughing at this dude's thumbnail while drunk. They're the best part of his content. The videos are just conservative grifting and yapping, not worth your time. Well, let me decide that. So let's check if this is good or not. I mean, to be fair, it's another social commentary channel. Now, Cybertruck. All right, let's just look at this.
Hold on to your rear ends. It is late Friday afternoon. Just got the apparent last letter from the Tesla driver.
So it's literally just, I don't know, 4 clips per day from his presumed live streams that he does. Okay. I mean, just looking at these thumbnails, mass censorship, we're under attack, unhinged backlash. I think for the most part, it's probably fair that it's like biased and like ultra conservative. But to be fair, I don't think this guy's shying away from it. So he kind of tells you what he does. At the end of the day, like the thumbnails they're kind of crazy, but it does have its own distinct sort of unique look. And the content is just pretty boring, I'd say overall though. Like we don't need another news channel, another commentary channel. So I'd say the content's like a 2, 3. Let's put him there, but definitely not like a 0.8 just for being conservative. I think that's where people's judgment gets clouded. Another 0.8 is Mini Lad. I haven't heard of Mini Lad before. Mini Lad, people don't like Mini Lad because horrible person who deserves to be canceled. The fact he still has a YouTube channel. Oh, what happened with Mini Lad? So I don't actually know. Mini Lad hasn't posted a video in about a year. I got robbed. Let's see.
So I got robbed. Let me explain.
Today was June 7th.
What is the T with Mini Lad? Why does this have 46k downvotes? He should have robbed your hard drive? What happened with Mini Lad? Oh, okay. Here's some allegations. Craig was called out who made accusations of him manipulating women who were underage. Okay. The classic YouTuber trope. Makes sense. Why does every YouTuber seemingly like minors? I don't understand where that comes from. Is it just because like, oh, you didn't see that, but my mouse just flew off. Is this a real robbery that happens?
Such an incredible place.
Mm-hmm.
Medical facilities are beyond anything.
This is obviously fake. So like staged content of him getting robbed, but he also has some allegations. Separate the art from the artist, look at the game. I mean, he's like using a fake robbery as clickbait for a VR video. Not the best look, so I'd say overall, let's give him like a 1.6. Close to where he was ranked. After this, we have the Stokes twins, because we are now entering the top 10 worst YouTubers. So the Stokes twins have a lot of similarities to Brent Rivera's channel. Looks like people are saying trash clickbaity kids channel that I believe had one of these guys fake their death. Honestly, don't watch them or have a young relative or kid watch this brain rotting content. Why do people clickbait? So lots of clickbait, lots of brain rot. Now, interestingly, Stokes twins have 107 million subscribers. I Murdered Mr. Beast is a real video they posted.
We are now 1,000 feet in the air, and one of you will win this $5 million. Oh, open the door! Ah!
Wait, what?
Are you okay? Someone call 911! Who opened the gate? Everyone move! Give him space! Give him space!
That's actually crazy. Oh, so it's like a murder mystery.
After reviewing the footage, you were clearly scared when you took the jump. Exactly the same as the killer. Yeah, baby, you are the
It's actually kind of interesting. This is actually a pretty interesting video. So it's like a murder mystery and they got some like old Mr. Beast competitors. Their channel is basically like more regular posting Mr. Beast. 1 versus $100 million YouTuber houses and it's Mr. Beast naked. I exposed the world's most dangerous theme parks. I'm gonna say it. I think Stokes twins have redeemed themselves. They've gone on a little bit of a weird arc, but I think overall now, like, yes, they still clickbait, but some of these video concepts, also, I don't know how this is an allowable thumbnail on YouTube. That's kind of crazy that this like flies. But you have to give it to them. They're making bangers. I wouldn't watch all of this content, but I think overall, I don't know, I'd give this maybe like a 2.8, 2.9, kind of like middle of the road. All right, we just saw Colleen Vlogs, and now we're on to Miranda Sings, who is the 9th worst channel on YouTube. And the reason being is because people claim, let's see, surprise, surprise, tried to be funny in the worst ways, then became inappropriate with underage fans. You can find everything from somewhat racist stereotypes to bad cringe content for kids here. So at least they're being pretty critiqueful on the actual channel and not so much the person. Now, I'm not sure she posts on this channel anymore. Yeah, it's been about a year. I never actually watched the content. Let's just click into a random point.
Actually, you did not attach any photos to this. So you said, this is a face of a sick woman. And I was expecting to see an image, a photograph, something.
Is this just like a AMA? Let me see something else. Let's go here.
Starbucks hates Christmas. Now literally they're celebrating Satan. I don't want any of you getting possessed by the devil.
I just don't understand it. I really just don't understand this whole thing. I don't understand the lipstick. I don't understand the personality. Maybe I just missed the boat on it. Anytime somebody's putting on a character, I don't really get it. I'm not a big character guy, you know? I don't know. And if it's geared towards kids, maybe it's trying to do like a Miss Rachel angle, so okay. I've just never been a fan. So I'm gonna be a little bit biased just because I don't understand the content, but I think stuff like this is like a 1.6, 1.7. After this, with 0.8 stars, we have Kefals. Haven't heard of Kefals before. Explore a collection of insightful commentary and thought-provoking video essays. Okay. And people say, what happened to the 100K? A literal internet, wow, that's crazy, huge capper. So people just don't like Kefals at all. Go to the channel. Kefals, sub 50K subscribers. I don't understand how this is possible. But let's go ahead and look at the worst community on YouTube.
So something really interesting happened the other day. On my second channel, Kefals Live, I released a video entitled, Is this Nico clone enough?
I'm glad I found your channel. You're intelligent, you do your research, and you don't spread false information to your audience. Okay, what is this one?
And they have to play it up.
Oh, this seems to be at 1 year ago, the end of BreadTube. Wow. So this seems to be the last thing that they've ever posted. This content's pretty terrible though. It's just, you know, it's just talking, which I guess that's all I'm doing right now. But that's why I'm not claiming I have a 5. You saw, I have a 3.7. So I'll give you like a 2.5, I don't know. The 7th worst YouTuber of 2025 is Kwebbelkop with a 0.7 rating. Now the reason people don't like Kwebbelkop is as follows. A person who fell off so badly that he decided to try and use AI to save his dying career after leaving an already successful group. His channel, primarily his use of AI, is about as dystopian as you can get. Now if you don't know what he's talking about, Kwebbelkop used to create AI videos. Is this it?
This mob car.
I actually can't find them anywhere. Kwebbelkop. Okay, well, here's a video of what it looks like.
Hey guys, Kwebbelkop AI here. Recently, I have been getting a lot of hate. YouTubers such as Slow.
So before that meme just jumped in, that avatar would just basically do the gameplay. And it was just like AI generated gameplay. So the entire channel was just AI, which is obviously very anti-YouTuber because like YouTubers should just be on the screen because their job is them speaking to you guys. Like I would never substitute me entirely. I would use AI as part of like my workflow. I do, but that was obviously dystopian. But let's see what Kwebbelkop's up to nowadays. So if we just look at a recent one, Minecraft, but 1 kill equals $1.
For every mob that Jelly kills, he earns $1 in real life.
It's just very 2019, 2020 coded. Like the editing just doesn't seem like it evolved for the newer times. This should be like a 20 to 30 minute video. Like you just gotta have they have to adapt a bit more, I feel. Kwebbelkop, it's just, you have to evolve a bit, I feel. Like you have to kind of like adapt for 2025 now. So I think if you do that, you change things up, you can get back at it. But right now you're sitting at like a 1.7. All right, the 6th worst YouTuber is I'm Alex, who I've never heard of. 2 million subscribers. Just saw a video with proof of the allegations. Regularly makes blatant lies against other people. So many people lied to. Okay, so it looks to be another hit piece on this person for what they did, presumably. I don't know what that is. The allegations of I'm Alex, the end of an internet sensation. Can't be too much of a sensation because I don't know who he is. I also can't seem to find his channel, interestingly. So I actually think I'm Alex. Oh, wait a second. There he is. So it's been 8 months. Let's see his channel.
Can you put her picture back up? She deserves to be on the
All the comments hate him. I see we're all gathered here for the same reason. I'm so genuinely disappointed and disgusted.
Well, I'm sure this won't have any adverse effects on her future.
See, the issue is like these commentary channels are all good. Like they're making good content, you know, like, sorry, I shouldn't say the content's good in that like, you know, obviously it's clickbaity sort of titles and stuff, but it's like high production value. It's thoughtful, like they're making a narrative and stuff. So it's good storytelling. So the video itself, most of these commentary channels are going to put out 3.2s out of 5 or better. I'm curious what he did though. So I'm Alex. Let's see. I felt deceived. Here I am 5 massive shots. So vile. We'll see statements from other people. All right, so an abusive relationship, it looks like, perhaps. So maybe he did something to somebody he knows, like his girlfriend. Here, let me give you guys a little piece of advice. Don't trust somebody you've never met on the internet. Don't take them as a role model. Don't even take me as a role model. Like, I am surely going to disappoint you in some way or another. I'm gonna say something you don't agree with. Just don't look at me as entertainment. That's what I am. I'm virtual, you know? You can't see me. You can't feel me unless I meet you in person, in which I'd give you a good old shake. Maybe even a little bit of a hug if you're a good person and you don't smell bad. But the point being is you just shouldn't really look up to any YouTuber. All right, we have the bottom 5 YouTubers, the worst YouTubers of 2025 as voted by the people. Coming in at number 5 with 0.7 out of 5 stars is Wilbur Soot, or Soot, I think. Now this is gonna be clouded by people not liking him for certain reasons. Wilbur used to be one of my favorites before it came out that he was an abuser. Now it's hard to watch anything with him. It leaves a sour taste in my mouth. He might have had one of YouTube's most meteoric falls from grace, and deservedly so. But can we separate the art from the artist? Let's just look objectively at the videos. Wilbur Soot hasn't posted a video in 2 years, which is kind of crazy. I don't love that he like brands his YouTube channel with his like banner right here. That's interesting. It's like embedded into it. Let's go ahead and watch his most recent music video called Soft Boy.
Living the dream.
Okay, very Bo Burnham. His old videos used to be just gaming like this.
Gaming. You can't teleport into the Ghast, King.
Now, I'm not sure he like posts anywhere anymore, right? Here we go, February 2024. In the past week, series of allegation, I became slobbish, disrespectful. All right, I don't gotta hear this whole thing. So he admits to it. I fully commit to understanding and addressing your concerns. I hope my perspective sheds light. The allegations shock me. I chose and published them. Okay. You can kill the pee dog, but you can't kill the dog pee. Very interesting. The 4th worst YouTuber on the platform is Jack Doherty. Now, this isn't going to be a surprise to anybody. I think actually in 2024, he was #1. So congratulations, Jack. You're improving your ranking. The reason people don't like Jack Doherty, let's see why. The top reviews say, I think this is the first man I hope trips and falls off a bridge. If you catch your kids watching this guy, please, for the love of God, stop them. This guy has no reason to have so much money and subscribers. Like, that dude didn't get so many views out of the double highlighter flips. This man would have been perfect. But now he does a lot of weird stuff for money. He's also just a horrible person in public. I think Jack Doherty as a whole is just one giant social experiment of how far you can take things generally before starting too big of a scene where it becomes like insurmountable. And let's try to find a good example of this. Actually, let's just look at one.
Don't touch me.
Huh? So this is just like vlogs. I think he streams on Kick actually.
The Rizzler over here.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just like a Christmas party, or sorry, not Christmas, Halloween, I guess. It's just like classic vlog, Kick content. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and give Jack Doherty's content. It's really bottom of the bucket though. If we're just looking at what he's doing in this video, it's not that bad. He's just hosting a party and it looks like somebody's performing at his house right there. This guy, Polo G. Jack, what do I want to give you? Your content as a whole, you crashed a Lamborghini, you annoy people in public. I think your rating's fair. I think your rating's actually pretty fair. I'd give you around like a 0.7 out of 5, so that's what it is. The 3rd worst YouTuber in 2025 with 0.6 out of 5 stars is Uwu Cute Single. Now, Uwu Cute Single, I don't know why people dislike. Let's see. Some cringe Roblox YouTuber makes clickbaity brain rot for kids. Oh my gosh, let's check this out. Let's do this short. Roblox dance games be like. Okay, let's go to a video.
This is exactly how Dress to Impress will look like in a
12.9 million subscribers? How is that possible? I just think it's just kids Roblox content. I don't see anything that's like super egregious to warrant this person being a top 3 worst YouTuber on the platform. I wouldn't like be like, don't watch their content like by any means. It doesn't look to be that bad. So I think overall, like maybe I'd give it like a 1.5, but 0.6 is crazy. Definitely not worth that. The 2nd worst YouTuber on the entire platform with a 0.5 out of 5-star ranking is Steven Crowder. If you don't know who he is, he's a conservative commentator. Looks like people just say abuses his wife, Trump pansy, trash, heart, but with 0.5 stars. And I think 0.5 is the lowest you can get. It doesn't look like you can give somebody a 0 because everybody just gave it a 0.5. In fact, only one person gave him a 1 out of 5 stars, which seems to be quite nice. So here's Steven Crowder. It's going to be similar to The Quarterist like we watched. It's just going to be like,
I think it had 17 plus
Here we go.
million views in 2022.
A docu-series for Louder with Crowder. It's just not a genuine video. It's hard to actually judge. Let's go here. Okay, so it's just like live streams.
Left. The hateful progressive left.
The hateful left. So if you're a conservative, you'll probably like him. If you're a liberal, you'll probably hate him. And he just sits in front and gives it his opinions on kind of like news of the day and stuff. So overall, it's just going to be your classic Republican channel. So it's like, do you like that? Do you not like that? So as a whole, it's like, where do you put something like this? He's got the gun on his desk and everything. I would maybe give Steven Crowder then like middle of the road. Some people love him, some people hate him. Let's put him at like a 2, I guess. 0.6 is crazy, unless there's like some other things that I just don't really know about his channel. And finally, the worst channel on YouTube, voted on by the masses, is Onision with a 0.5 out of 5 stars. And what people say about Onision, probably the single YouTuber with the most negative videos made about him by other YouTubers. Also probably one of the worst people on the platform considering his past controversies and just the way he chose to present himself on the internet. And apparently he's back too. Didn't know that he left. So Onision, here we go. With 2 million subscribers, we're all gonna die. Endless You, American Onision. I don't know what this is. Comments are turned off. What is this? It's an Onision bot song? So this is AI generated content. Let me see some of the more popular stuff.
Hey there, today I'm gonna sing a song about showering. Take off your pants.
It's deserved. 0.5 out of 5 is deserved. All right, guys, well, that's enough of that. That was some pretty terrible brain rot for the last 2 hours of me just going through that. So, I mean, I'm happy to be sitting at a 3.7. Maybe I'll go up, maybe I'll go down. It doesn't really matter to me too much because I'm gonna continue making videos for you. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more content, make sure to click here, click here. Otherwise, subscribe on your way out, and I will see you next time. Peace.